As I mean, when you look at Shamar Spring and then the youngster, the surprise inclusion, I mean, many persons are surprised that he got the nod over Springer. So, I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, the question that I've got for the panel, if you put Springer in the side, who would you draw?
No, that's what they say. I mean, it's either him or the youngster Samson. Samson came and scored 36 runs
Darren,
against Afghanistan.
no,
And
Darren, if you put Springer in the side, who would you leave out?
Well, this is the month.
Leave out Darren.
Which one and which day would
I'm not hearing Darren at all, though, Robert.
Darren, not hearing you. Go again.
If he's in the team, if Springer is in the team, I would have used him with one of the seamers. You're gonna have to determine which of the seamer on the day you're gonna use. If you're gonna use Seals or you're gonna use Joseph.
Okay. All right.
You have to look at the strip first, then make that decision.
Okay.
But I believe that he deserves everything to be in the team. I don't.
Yes.
I can't understand.
There's no, and the other thing too, about Springer, he's an underrated Lord batsman as well, huh? Good fielder,
Yes.
good cutters, very intelligent, and here's a guy that would have been left out. And just before the team was selected, he was doing well. In New Zealand, people talked about him. And in his last match, he got a hat trick. So I can't understand why he was left out of the squad.
As I said, that time the squad was picked already. Alzari Joseph is going to be a big miss for us as well.
Well, yes. Ever since he came out of the under-19 and came into the West Indies team, he was the one that has shown that, yes, I am here. Except for the time when he lost his cool on the field and, it left a bitter taste. But all in all, he has shown that he is the spearhead of the attack. And then Jason Seals came in and made his way and got himself fit in the setup in the test match and in the ODIs. But having him, being injured for so long and not being there, that is, the nature of the sport. But again, the selection of the team is, to me, what is always key. Which player you use, who you replace with, and stuff like that. My only concern is from I was playing, what encouragement has all these young players you've been trying and not being used at the time when they are well deserving of their space? And that is what will send the wrong message in the dressing room, where players might be there in the World Cup afraid of failing and not going and give their all and play at their fullest potential. And these are the concerns that I've always had. That is one of the biggest psychological defeat that you could put into a player when they're playing in an environment when they are not sure if they're going to be selected, if they ever fail. Now, I heard Andrew spoke about the fielding and with the Shepherd and all these guys. Over the years, we have seen something has gone and left us. Guys make the team, they are weighing 150, 170. And after a couple of series and stuff like that, and they're getting comfortable, they're weighing 200 and up. And nobody speaks about it. People have to learn.
He's very right.
People have to learn to, take care of their bodies. They're professionals. So I expect, when you look at Rutherford, he's getting heavy.
Oh yeah.
Hetmeyer is very heavy.
Yeah, Hetmeyer.
All these things going around, and it is also a negative on the field for bowlers, for captains, and stuff like that. When you could save 3, or you could save 1, and you can't move. But that has already gone through the gate. We have to try and get these guys now to focus on the job and find the right combination to start and get out of that Super 8. I'm not saying anything more because we can be like Pakistan. Look good today and then tomorrow, the worst team is us.
Darren Cohen.
But just before you go, I agree with Darren. And the other thing too, Darren, is not only fielding but running between the wickets as well.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
very often you see other teams taking 2 and 3 runs, and we can hardly get one. In fact, when you even look at the under-19 tournament, I had a chance to see the difference in fielding. And you know, the late great Tony Cordial told me a long time ago, Andrew, we do not take fielding and running between the wickets as seriously in West Indies cricket as we should. And when he made the comment, you know, I thought about it, and Darren is absolutely correct. And in T20 cricket in particular, you've got to have people sharp in the circle, and you also got to be able to run between the wickets. And fitness is something that we do not take seriously in West Indies cricket.
Andrew Mason, thank you very much for speaking with us. Darren Powell, a pleasure to have had you guys.
Thanks very much. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Of course, we're going to be speaking with you, Andrew, because of course you'll be providing us with the daily summaries as
I hope that
the West Indies make their way into the final.
I hope the summaries I provide the people in the Caribbean be happy. We got to pay. We can't expect to be beaten by Italy.
Roberto Baggio and them, Schillaci.
Remember, we were beat by
Nepal. Rassi.
Beat by Afghanistan.
And Nepal too.
Yes. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Have a good night.
Enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right. We're heading up to 10 o'clock now. We standing by to speak with another guest, but I think we have some calls, so let's take the calls. Caller, good evening. Welcome. Caller? Not hearing a caller. Caller, good evening.
Good evening.
Great. Welcome, man.
Welcome.
How you doing?
Robert.
Yeah, man.
Hello?
You're on.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's go back to the playoff. What is it about the playoff?
I'm not hearing you so clearly.
Hello?
Yeah, man. Talking on the phone, man.
Huh?
Talking the phone, man.
Oh, Mr. The playoff. What is it the playoff we go?
Which
playoffs?
Jamaica we got a World Cup because them win the playoff.
Oh, that is in March, man. That coming up in March.
Have New Caledonia first. New Caledonia first they have. And once they get by them, they have Democratic Republic of Congo.
Is that so much, man?
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but you have to just prepare to be tough too.
I was thinking the local side of beat them can.
Well, they play against South Africa tomorrow. They start the series against South Africa tomorrow.
But the local side of beat them, then shame on them.
All right. Thanks for the call here, sir. Yeah, man. Bless up. We have another call. Caller, good evening. Welcome. Hello? All right. So, while we await our next guest, Raja. So I was telling you earlier about, you hear me, Raja?
Yes.
Yeah, man. I was talking earlier about Mount Pleasant. So I was saying, boy, all heap of things are going up at Mount Pleasant. Disappointing, man. So you saw an article last week with the young, you remember that youngster that created waves in the Premier League recently? Franco Celestine, one of the first Haitian players that was at Mount Pleasant. Now they're saying that he's at Mobile United. Obviously, he's probably training with Mobile United. So obviously, there's some interest from both himself and Mobile United, or else he would not have been down there. But the reason I hear him down, I'm Mobile, I can't talk that on the radio. Yeah. But boy, it is just so unfortunate. And then you have players like, you remember this player that everybody was calling for? With the Jamaica midfield, man. Maggie, you're a player, man. Tyree
McGee, yes.
Lamar Walker and all them big players. All of them the
Yes.
Mount Pleasant, but you don't see them in the Mount Pleasant team I play.
Then Maggie win the Caribbean Cup for them the other day. When they?
You see him again from that?
No.
I hear so them man, they don't even train with the team. Them train different from the rest of the squad.
Okay, interesting.
What is happening?
But so they are there on match day?
Them not on the match, the squad list for the match.
No, I understand that. So they are still a part of the
yes,
setup?
train, but them don't train with the rest of the squad. So tell me
what
something.
they training for? What they training for? Because
right,
they're not on the match day squad either.
Yeah, right now as it is, them can't make the national team, you know. You remember one of the criteria for make the national team?
Yeah.
If you're not playing for your club, you can't play. You can't get the national team. So the man, they can't look for the World Cup qualifying in a match, you know, as it is right now, you know. No, look good. I remember during the Caribbean Cup tournament, who was the captain of the team? Daniel Green.
Okay, yes.
He was not the captain anymore.
Wait, now some serious personal issues don't listen, man.
Ming is the captain now.
Ming
is the captain now. Something not smell good. No. So I was the captain. And now I am playing with somebody else as the captain, not because I don't want to be the captain. And you remember about the strike? All of this happened after the strike. You know? So it looked like a punishment for the strike. You can imagine Mount Pleasant there's a strike over money. Them two then got hand in hand, brother. Money. When you say Mount Pleasant, just say money. When you say Mount Pleasant, the whole comes play a strike over money. What? Nobody knows that still. Try to get some information, but mom is the word. Mom is the word, but it no smell good. Such a successful team with such resources and everything, you know. We have some voice note. Let me hear what the voice note people are saying.
Caribbean champions. What is happening? What is happening, Caribbean champions?
And one thing I know, you know, you see, what happens off the field is going to affect what happens.
Usually transmits
to
the field.
Yeah, let's hear some voice note.
Eventually. Well, it was a surprise yesterday. It was a surprise yesterday to Waterhouse, so that was kind of highly unexpected.
Yeah, not expected.
But, you know, we know the ball is round, but you know.
All right, let's take the break. And we have a break now? I think we have a break. All right, we'll just go to the break and then we come back with some voice notes. Or we don't have no break. Nah, see my producer. Not seeing my producer at all. I don't know where. When no break? All right, let's have the voice note then. All right, so we have some voice notes coming up. So let's get to the voice note.
Good night, Roger, Robert, Dwight, Wade Brown, to the IRIE family. Big up to everybody in our sporting fraternity. Big up my friend Ben Shaw, Whitmore, Mount Pleasant team. We're checking in right now from the Hardcore Sports Bar in Liberty Valley. Me, Zaki, Ash, Odean. Yeah. Listening to the program is a very interesting program. And Jamaican, big up yourself anywhere there is a very intelligent brother. IRIE, the whole world of IRIE, represent for Brownstown, Orangeville, and Buxton. Now, IRIE to the world.
All right. So we're gonna switch gear now. Running a little behind schedule. So we're gonna be speaking with the president of the Jamaica Basketball Association, Mr. Gordon, Paulton Gordon. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm doing well, you know. How about you?
We're excellent, man. Good to have you.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Last time we tried to have you, boy, it never worked out. But here we are now. Talk to us. What's happening with the basketball now? Because I hear so you have some whole heap of good news for us,
Just exciting times, just elevating to different levels. First time going through pre-qualifiers, now at the qualifying for phase of World Cup. I win a couple more games and we're in the final round. So it's all good. Trying to prepare to host Bahamas and Canada in February and March.
How is that going? Everything okay for that?
Well, we're confident that we'll pull all the pieces together. Met with the minister 2.5 weeks ago, the Minister of Sports, who made some commitments and kind of heightened the confidence in terms of what we're trying to get done. Speaking to other partners, speaking to the Jamaica Olympic Association, some of our commercial partners. As you know, the anchor partner is Mali Foundation, and they have been there with us from pre-qualifiers to training session to games in Puerto Rico. So pretty grateful for that. So we're trying to put all the pieces together to really, really have a good showing as it relates to hosting February 26th. Very first time we'll be hosting World Cup basketball.
Right. So I know there were some challenges with regards to hosting. We have gotten past those challenges now.
We're getting past them. I think the biggest issues we had was since we don't have a basketball facility, there are some things that we're lacking. Our facility, the indoor center, is multi-use. Most other places have basketball facilities with
specific
the type of scoreboard that FIBA wants, the type of hoops and all of that. When we qualified in August, we had and they came for our inspection in September. We only had about a month and a half to get all of that together. We realized we wouldn't be able to do that, so we deferred and decided to play our home game in Puerto Rico. The guys created some form of a miracle, beating the number 16 team in the world twice in Puerto Rico.
Yes.
We set the tongues wagging. And the person started to look at us in a different light.
So specific. So in terms of like the specifics for the basketball court, you said, boy, you have been on track for getting some comment. What would be some of the basic minimum that you have to have so that hosting will be possible?
The best pair of hoops that are in the island that meet the requirements and the standards of FIBA for World Cup qualifying games are actually in Montego Bay at the convention center. So we have spoken and we are working through a deal with the tourist board so that we can use those hoops at the indoor center, and so that's almost complete. The other big issue we had was the scoreboard, which was costly. But FIBA Americas kind of gave us a solution, because when they played the women's Caribbean tournament in Guyana, they didn't have to buy a particular type of scoreboard. They literally rented it from a group in Argentina, and we're doing the very same. So we're in dialogue with that group. They'll come with their console, come with the software, come with everything that requires in terms of the data set that FIBA requires. And then we'll have our screens, LED screens for projection. So we are comfortable with that arrangement. So we'll be working through that. It's like 20% of the cost that would have borne if we were to purchase at this point in time.
So are you
the convention? Hold on, one thing. The convention center would definitely out of the question. Any specific reason?
It's too costly. You remember there are no seats. There are no seats there. We need a minimum of about 3,500 seats. We'd have to bring in all of that seat just to set that up, and it's more costly. But when we compare what we need to do at the National Indoor Center, it makes more economic and commercial
sense.
Yeah, to do it at the indoor center. So we had a discussion with the minister, and she looked at the broader pieces that will be required to host properly. And so we have our team working pretty hard, assiduously, to get all the pieces in place.
So ahead of these World Cup qualifiers that you'll be hosting, are you going to get a chance to have a dry run, they're going to be having any games before or
The problem is, well, I don't know if it's a problem, but similar to football, you have windows.
Windows, yes.
and the players, the professional players are released like 3 days before the game.
That is a
so the game the first game against Bahamas is February 26th, and they come in on the 23rd. They are released on the 23rd. Some will get here on the 24th. So that's a problem. That's the issue that we have, and all the teams have that. That situation. To compound that, the NBA is not yet in sync with FIBA windows. FIBA. So only the Europeans and the Asians and whatever. So the NBA players from all the teams are not allowed to play in season as yet. I know FIBA and the NBA are working through some of those issues. Because the NBA is probably the biggest basketball brand in the world. Sometimes
he's the world champion.
Them kind of dictate things, like cricket, how India dictate things.
Right.
So those are some of the issues. Let me call that issues that you have to circumvent. But the chemistry I saw in Puerto Rico, and with the coach indicating that pretty much the same group will be coming back together. And he's constantly in touch with all of these players, sending them information, even though they are representing their clubs. We think we'll have the same level of intensity, passion, and synergy.
And they're all playing for their clubs. So they're all playing for their clubs, so they're in action.
They're in action. 90% of them are actually playing for their club. So they're, in terms of the basketball part of it, they're active and they're current.
Well, Paul, you guys have done a fantastic job so far, because you have taken it from where we weren't able to play a home game to where now we are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. So you must be feeling good within yourself about that.
And we're hoping that with the exposure we're getting, the sponsors and the partners can, rally around and make sure that you have a really, really good show, support financially, so that we can roll it out properly. Because remember, now we have these 2 games, then we have to go to Bahamas and Puerto Rico and Canada in June, July. And I'm pretty sure we're after that we'll be in the next round, and then the next round starts in August. Next window is August. August, then November, then February of 2027, and then everybody will know we'll be at the World Cup in Qatar.
So we have another year of basketball.
Another year of basketball, and then Qatar.
Good.
There are 7 of the 60. Well, there are 16 remaining teams in the Americas, and we are part of that. 7 of those teams go to the World Cup, and we expect to be one of them.
Well, we're looking forward to that, and you've been doing very well so far, Paulton, and the team. So congratulations. Looking forward
quickly, Paulton, quickly. Quickly, Paulton. The e-basketball is something that is under your jurisdiction as well?
Yeah, man, it is. So we just had a team for the first time represent.
Yeah, because I saw I saw something last week about some world event. Well, you can tell us about that quickly, if you can.
Well, we just saw it as an opportunity to broaden the audience of basketball. We have a lot of persons playing basketball, but we are, some of the youth nowadays, they're locked into
the phone,
the online
and electronics.
And we realized that it is growing exponentially, and it is being highlighted by FIBA. They asked us if we are interested in entering. So we created a little group and assigned a manager to get persons involved, and they're poised to do well. So it's a start. Let's see where it goes.
Okay. All right, Paulton, thanks for speaking with us.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, you talk about
the word so that we can get the support.
Yes, man.
Yeah, all right, man, certainly.
As they talk about the electronic basketball, our next guest is going to be Dervan McKellop, rather. Yeah. We're going to be talking to some drone soccer. All right, but before we talk to Dervan, we have another voice note. Let's go to the voice note.
Good night to all of the Pauline.
Yeah, man.
You are going to know. He's a real Jamaican, born Jamaican, but we get the chance to go World Cup. And we're not going to see World Cup again. We don't have no chance again, right? That's how I see it. You see it?
I don't agree with you. Chance might be limited.
Man, have a chance, brother.
Yeah. Inga, you finish? All right, let us take the break.
That's as good as anybody's.
Right, let us take the break then, and then we come back and we speak with Dervan McLennan. McKellar, brother. I will keep calling my name. Yeah. All right, so let's go to the break and then we come back and we talk about some Jones soccer.
Convert your coins to cash today with Coin Exchange. Visit a coin exchange machine at select Bill Express locations island-wide with your loose coin collection. No special days, no need for counting, no need for sorting. Coin exchange machines are fast, fun, and free. Find a location nearest you at gkmsonline.com/coin collection or call 888-555-5555. Convert your coins to cash today. Coin Exchange is brought to you by Bill Express, a member of the Grace Kennedy Financial Group.
Coming soon with the vibes where you can't ignore. Backbone tonic liqueur pop-up tour. Whole heap of prize I got there so for sure. Sample the backbone tonic stand up strong. Who I got there in your town on the backbone? Bring a girl, bring a bro for the backbone. You say you want know what in the backbone? Ginger molasses and ginseng in a backbone. Backbone town square pop-up tour taking place right across the island. Follow at Backbone Tonic Liqueur on Instagram and Facebook for more information. Backbone Tonic Liqueur stand up strong.
Be 18 years and older to drink responsibly.
New year, new look, massive savings. Renovate your space at Home and Things. Unbeatable prices on porcelain, ceramic, and mosaic tiles, vanities, faucets, windows, and doors. Beautiful lighting, home decor, and so much more. There's no better time to create that new look. Enjoy New Year savings at Home and Things. Old Hope Road and Constant Spring Road. Jamaica builds with Home and Things.
The National Rural School Bus Program is getting smarter. With your child's student ID card, parents receive real-time notifications every time they board or exit the bus. Each card is unique and securely linked to the Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth, and Information database. Tap on, tap off, and parents stay updated instantly. So, how do you register? Number 1, visit jamaica-district.mysmartterm.com/bus-portal/registration. Number 2, enter your child's details. Number 3, upload supporting documents. Number 4, submit your application. It's that easy, safer, smarter, more secure. Register today and ride with peace of mind.
From the creators of Money Fridays, we introduce to you another radio first. Grab back.
Stay locked into IRIE FM on the 107 this and every Monday in the wake-up call for Grab Bag, and you could win up to $50,000 cash weekly plus other prizes.
All you have to do is call IRIE FM when you hear it's Grab Bag time. Tell the announcer which bag to dip into, and what comes up is yours, just like that.
It could be a gift from a sponsor. It could be $10,000. It could be $30,000. It could be a whopping $50,000. Or it could be, sorry, try again.
But if you don't have a representing hand in the bag, you don't have a chance.
Grab Bag is brought to you courtesy of
Childs R Us Limited, Banners Valley, St. Elizabeth. For Childs, tools, every household fixture. Call 965-1896. Childs R Us.
Wake Up Call has never been nicer.
Join the interactive team of Clover J
and DJ Lollipop every Tuesday inside the Wake Up Call for the Big Bad Juggling.
This is how you're juggling Jamaica. Every Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. Two big bad artists will go head to head. Tune for tune.
Play that song there.
Hits of the hit.
Come vote for your favorite artist.
What me artist they know?
This week in juggling, we got Trump. Papa Biggs going up against DJ Lollipop.
Already, Babylon all is so from near and far. Don't even go ask them what them peeping for. Tell them can't hold the youth with no more house and jar. You Ethiopia or Addis war. Babylon all is so from near and far.
Who will you vote for in
Juggling?
Always expect the unexpected when it comes to clash.
Good production.
Money Fridays is here. Yes, Friday is Money Day on IRIE FM. As we put money in your pocket for playing Money Fridays in the wake up call 7 a.m., 8 a.m., and 9 a.m. every Friday. Yes, you heard it right. 3 chances each Friday to win big. Just call IRIE FM and guess the 3-digit combination for the money chest and win anywhere from $10,000 to $50,000. Yes, it's that simple. And you can call as often as you wish within the allotted game time. No strings attached. Sponsored by
Massive Auto Parts and Car Sales. Link us first. Pineapple Ultra Rios. 876-298-6413. We got you covered.
That's Money Fridays this and every Friday at 7 a.m., 8 a.m., and 9 a.m. on IRIE FM with me, Courtney Mack.
Oh, he's the fresh cash. As my Friday gone, my Friday come back.
Welcome back to What's the Score here on Reggae Radio IRIE FM. The numbers to call 974-5043, 974-5051, 974-5079, 618-0352. Toll free, it's 888-991-4152. And the WhatsApp number is 876-838-2405. Jermaine on YouTube is asking for the number. Anna K says Springer should be in the team over Samson. And Dale is saying that why is Sammy carrying Charles over Evan Lewis? All right, so we have been joined on the line now by Dervan McKillop. Dervan, good evening, welcome. You gave me a massacre your name earlier on, man.
That's what I realized.
Don't hold it against me, all right?
No, I won't hold it against because I know you've been a good general in 2025, and I know you'll be better in 2026. So guess what?
For sure.
I won't hold it against you.
Thank
Roger.
Thank you very much.
Hi, man. Good night, man. Yeah, man. Greetings, man.
From the Drone
Greetings,
World
man.
Cup soccer, we've not heard much about drone soccer up until last week. I saw you training the policemen to use the drone. Yeah.
Yes.
So I understand that you have a lot on your plate for this year. Talk to us about what is coming up as far as the drone soccer is concerned.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. We have done a lot since the World Cup in September last year. Since World Cup, we have been active. I know the Hurricane have put a little damper on some plans that we have, but suffice to say, as Jamaicans, we know how to pivot. So after the World Cup, we came back home, and the team would have done remarkably well for our first time and playing the sport for 6 months. We came back home and we did some school tours. We visited 5 schools in South Manchester with Peter Bunting. We did 3 in St. Catherine, and then Hurricane Melissa came and disrupted our plan for the academic school year as it relates to the drones in school tour. But we pivoted and we had a very active 4th quarter of the year where we.
By the way, what does this? What is it that entails in these school tours?
So in the school tours, we do introduce the students to drones in school, which takes into consideration the students getting an opportunity to fly the drone, but to also experience more than just flight. We talk about how the drones are integrated into the classroom, as well as also look at introducing them to the various career opportunities that are available within the drone industry. Because again, nobody really talks about drone as a career in Jamaica, but it's a booming industry out there, and we want young folks kids in high school, primary school, college, and those in the working class who are already in their careers to know about those opportunities. So
Great.
that's a part of the Drones in School tour, and we also use it as an opportunity to recruit for young and upcoming players for the national drone soccer team. But back to the activities that took place last going into the fourth quarter of last year after the World Cup, we actually pivoted our attention to the British Virgin Islands, where they're working for the government, but also we had the opportunity to visit over 7 schools introducing drones in school and drone soccer, and also to just break the news that the British Virgin Islands will be the next upcoming drone soccer national drone soccer team before mid-year. We have been actively working on plans there, and things are souping up. And I don't want to just shell it out as yet, but Jamaica, look out.
Oh, so we know we have a national team in Jamaica. So you're saying you're having
we have
a national team in the BVI now?
So we're actually actively recruiting now for players in the British Virgin Islands, and so we're supporting our Caribbean neighbors, and because of our expansion as a company that the company that is behind the drone soccer being rolled out in the Caribbean region, Drift Enterprise URB Services is big on supporting our Caribbean neighbors, and with the expansion, we are looking forward to having the British Virgin Islands. And
so while the company expands across the Caribbean, drone soccer is expanding with it.
Most definitely.
Interesting.
It's a strategic move.
Yes, man. Yes, man. So with the World Cup behind us, what is the Jamaica team doing now?
So we work up beyond us. The team is we're training. So I've been back to Jamaica several times since then. I was just there training some officers from JCF in Montego Bay, and in between that we would have had some training in Kingston. I'm actually back on island tomorrow, and we will be having some training and meetups with the team and some other activities. So we're actively training just like any other sport. We're still craving, the support of the powers that be. But suffice to say, I'm a resilient coach, and the first of its kind, in Jamaica to be a national drone soccer coach is a big deal. But as I always say, we turn our hands and make fashion as Jamaicans, and I'm trying my best with the team, and the team is very supportive. And we're looking to recruit some younger players for this season because we have a very active season coming up for 2026.
So you're not
in terms of your recruitment, when you're recruiting and when you are sorting out and identifying actual participants, what are some of the key requirements that go about making a good drone soccer player? What are some of the things you look for? What is very important for these attributes for these persons to have?
Okay, so some of the things that we look out for as a recruiter and as a coach is, first we look for players who are keen on drone flight. So one of the things that like for example, when we go to a school, we look for the kids who are already able to fly and able to control a drone stably. Then the next thing that we look for, outside of just the technical skills, we want players who are team players on the team, because again, drone soccer is not an individual sport. It's not a sport where you sit in your room and you go on your phone and you play your game like individually. It's a team sport. You have to have that type of team spirit. You have to want to be able to work collaboratively, and you also most importantly, a part of the game is the communication. So communicating with the other team members and as well as everybody on the team those are key skills that are important to making up the drone soccer team. And then overall, once we identify those, we can always groom the players into whichever position we see it fit for them to play. One of the things that we do as a coach, we focus on making sure every player can play any position on the team. So every player should be an all-rounder. So you're not just focusing on just being a striker. We want you to be able to keep or to be able to defend or strike and guide the team whichever front of the sport and the game.
Great. So your trek back to Jamaica tomorrow involves more training with the police officers. Because that's a good thing to use a drone to fight crime.
Most definitely. So one of the things, um, uh, I now live in Montego Bay when I for the last couple of years, for over 10 years. So Moby is my second home outside of Hanover. So given the state of things that has been happening nationally with with the reduction of crime, I've been working closely with the St. James Police
Yeah, go ahead.
with the St. James Police, to ensure that from a national and from a strategic perspective, giving back my time to support initiative like this and support crime fighting is very key. And drones, as many persons will know, play a very pivotal role, not just in as a sport, but from law enforcement, from crime fighting, and so I've been using my time, my talent, and my expertise to give back in a meaningful way, and not only just to give back in a meaningful way, but from a strategic perspective. At Drift, we are not only just a drone services company that works on the civil side. We also have what is called Drift UAV Defense, which focuses on the law enforcement and the strategic side of border patrol and national security.
You know what I want to see you get involved. You know what I want to see happen, Dervan? I want to see a foreign team coming to Jamaica to play against Jamaica in a drone soccer series, a 2 or 3 match series. Work on that.
Well, I'm working on that actively. There are some things that that are in the pipeline that we're working on. Actually, just earlier this month, we had 2 of the players from the drone soccer team was in the Cayman Islands doing some exhibition at the university that I also lecture at.
Wow.
So we're doing stuff. And we're planning more activities like that because my aim is not only to have the players just go to the championships, but also to expose them to our Caribbean neighbors and to give them the opportunity to shine and showcase their talents.
Jamaica team traveling to BVI to play a 2-match series. We have to report them things, man.
Yes. But coming up, on the list of things coming up for 2026, we have the first kickoff for drone soccer for the national team for Jamaica would be on April 30th to May 2nd. It's the International Grand Drone Soccer Championship, which will be taking place in Palm Springs, California. So we'll be working to journey to California, and then from California we have the European Championship, which we call We Make Future, in Italy. That's gonna be from June 24th to the 26th. And then in July, we head back to South Korea, which is for the international FIDA International Cup. That's going to be in July. In October, we have the 3rd FIDA World Champs, which that's going to be in China. In November, we have the Asian Cup. That's going to be taking place in Japan. And we also have the Copa America Cup, which will be taking place in Mexico.
You guys in that?
So we have a... Say that again, Robert.
Is Jamaica going to be participating in those tournaments?
Jamaica will be. We are choosing a select number of the championships.
Okay, you can't go everything.
Because we won't be able to attend all the championships, but we'll be choosing a select a number of the championship. We'll be attending the first championship for April, for April, which is in Palm Springs, the US Championship, and we'll choose between a few of the others. But Copa America is a definite for us because that's where we'll show up. That's in Mexico, and we'll be competing against the likes of USA, Canada, and on other countries
regional
within
teams.
this Southern Hemisphere.
Great
going. In drone soccer. Yeah.
Dervan, you're going with yourself. Great going, man. It's not 2 years yet.
It's not even a year yet.
Yeah, man.
It's actually not a year yet, but so we're taking it by strides. But we're still asking for the support from a national perspective, from government. I would always use these moments as
reach out to the Minister of Sports again.
Yes, definitely. I mean, it's a new season, it's a new year, and I believe the possibilities still exist, for the government to support this sport. It's a new and emerging sport, and this sport is more than, as I said, it's flying. It's the future, and we have to believe in the youth, and I'm true testament of believing in the young people, and try to give them opportunities to shine, and that's what this sport is all about, and that they can not only just play a sport, but they can also eat and make a career and a living from it.
Great going. Speak with us, Dervan. We talk when you come to Jamaica tomorrow.
Most definitely, man. All right. Cool,
all right.
Cool,
Bless
sure.
up.
Okay. All right.
Cool. Yeah. Roger.
Yeah, man. Take care.
All right. So we're gonna be speaking with
care.
Sanjay here with regards to that East Invitational over there in New York on the weekend. But we'll run to the break first and then we'll come right back. Let's go to the break.
On a A, on a B, but a CC holy bulla so nice. On a A, on a B.
That's right, CC holy bulla so nice.
More parts, more brands, same Berts you trust. From Audi to BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and Volkswagen, we bring premium German service and suspension parts straight from Europe to Yard. No waiting on imports, no delays, just quality parts available when you want them. Visit any of our locations, Camp Road, Malines Road, or Hagley Park today. More parts, more brands, same Berts. It hurts if you don't check Berts.
Wiki Wacky Music Festival is back for 3 days from February 12 to 14 in Bull Bay at Wiki Wacky Beach. Thursday, Future featuring Yakur, David Slur, Tijon, and more. Friday, Fire Sound System Clash with Soundwave versus Caveman and juggling by 8 Mile Sound and Gabriel Selassie. Saturday, Foundation Tribute to Cat Core featuring Third World, Etana, The Abyssinians, Turbulence, Kumar Fire, and more. Get your tickets now at WikiWackyMusicFest.com. Hosted by yours truly, Amber. Proceeds in aid of Hurricane Melissa relief.
It's controversial.
After 5 years, I may find out that you are my cousin.
I'm not
it done
leaving.
gone bother
It
already.
done gone bad.
Why make a bother leave?
They sometimes agree.
Lollipop, I think we're together in this tonight because as long as if it's my brother, no. But I like but before time if his cousin, that the suit that don't cook.
It's candid.
Because remember, you have to understand, Collision was raised properly.
No, so I drag me.
It's different views.
I am going the legal route for us to split the assets.
But I don't want nothing. Keep it.
What?
It's him and her.
I never used to play Dolly also.
The hard-hitting #1 gender balance program on radio. Every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock. We say it like we see it and give you a chance to agree or disagree on the WhatsApp line or on the telephone. It's real as we hold back no punch.
Let's play devil's advocate for a bit there.
We're not expecting better.
This is one show you don't want to miss.
Look here.
Him and her, this and every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Rated I for IRIE. IRIE Shot! Brought to you by Country Outpost Bar, Faith Spence St. Anne. Check out our Saturday drink specials. Call 876-448-7398.
Wake Up Call has never been nicer.
Join the interactive team of Clover J
and DJ Lollipop every Tuesday inside the Wake Up Call for the Big Bad Juggling.
This is how you're juggling Jamaica. Every Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. Two big bad artists will go head to head. Tune for tune.
Play that song there.
Hits of the hit.
It bumped the bucket. It bumped the bucket.
Come vote for your favorite artist.
What me artist they know?
This week in juggling, we're gonna trample down Babylon with DJ Papa Biggs going up against DJ Lollipop.
Already, Babylon all is so from near and far. Don't even go ask them what them peeping for. Tell them can't hold the youth with no more house and jar. You Ethiopia or Addis war. Babylon all is so from near and far.
Who will you vote for in
Juggling?
Always expect the unexpected when it comes to clash.
Welcome back to What We Score here on Reggae Radio, IRIE FM. It is now 10:37 and we have Sanjay here. Greetings, Sanjay. How are you, my friend?
Hey, greetings, Robert. How you doing?
Good, man. Sorry to have kept you waiting so long, man. But you know, it got some time already, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Especially if your place where cold like, whoa, you know.
Not even the cold. At the 2 feet of snow up on the ground.
Why?
It's wicked.
I have to tell you, boy, I see some pictures of up with them. I said, no, sir. That is inhumane.
Place not good at all, boy.
No, I tell you, boy. I tell you.
Yeah,
well,
man.
a couple more hours and you're out of that.
Yeah,
Not
well,
out totally, but out of the serious piece.
Yeah. Well, the snow already stopped.
Okay.
The snow snapped this morning. I've been in worse snowstorms than this. Probably like 15 years ago. But what happened this time is we got a lot of icing. So we got snow, and then when it done snow, you get a lot of ice like sleet. So when that stick on the snow, it causes a different layer, and that's what makes things very dangerous, you know?
My goodness. How did it affect the meet on Saturday though?
Wow. Well, tell you what, man. The meet was extremely successful, and I have to applaud all of the teams that came out because they totally ignored the weather and came.
Including the Jamaicans.
Including the Jamaicans. And it just shows the respect that the meet get. Because last year was the first year of the meet and it was successful. And I said, boy, when we heard around Monday last week that we were going to get snow, I was like, we get a little bit of snow. And then it just kept on escalating each day. And then we heard that the snow was going to be on Sunday. So I said, the meet I got flop, you know? And when Friday came and I look at the entry list, nobody was pulling out. I said, what? Saturday morning, and when we opened the doors, it took us probably like an hour and a half for letting people.
Wow.
By the time we let in people and I went inside the stadium was jam-packed, nowhere to walk.
Wow. Yeah, because when I look at the entries, a whole heap of participants.
We had 283 teams.
Yeah.
283 teams and 3,000 athletes.
Wow.
And everybody came. Don't get me wrong, you know, we had a few schools. We had some schools from North Carolina, Virginia, and Maryland, Western Pennsylvania, like in Pittsburgh, those places, that it would have been hard for them to fly and drive back after Saturday night, because that would have been like more than 8 hours drive, you know? But other than that, everybody showed up, you know, and the officials did a great job. Because we were able to end the meet on time.
Yeah, because when I realized the meet finished, I said, well, and the meet done already?
Yeah, man, the meet finished on time and people were able to drive home safely. And me and my crew, we left New York probably around 9 p.m. after we take down all the banners and we closed up everything. And we got to Maryland at 12:30 a.m. And when we reached, that's when the snow just started, you know? Yeah. So we even beat the snow, you know?
Yeah, that's an adventure, boy.
It was an adventure, but yeah, it's just indicative of how strong of a brand we have with the meets, you know? And I must say, I was delighted Jamaica lit the house on fire Saturday
man.
night. They turned it up a whole nother notch. I was so surprised because Jamaica College, who have never really ran an indoor track before, and they didn't know how to take the stick properly for the 4x2. They were doing 4x4 exchanges and they were running into each other. These guys ran 125 running into each other and every stick exchange and break the national record.
Excellent.
Yeah. So I don't know how Calabar and Corey get away from them, but I'm going to tell them. I'm a Calabar old boy. I'm going to tell them no. JC is going to be a problem at Champs. Yes, it was only 5 boys, but those boys that I saw, those guys, man, these guys were flying, man.
Wow.
These guys were flying. Even a little youngster, JC brought him, Kai Kelly. He won the varsity 60 meters in 6.7, and I think that kid is going to be a class 2 this year.
Oh, he didn't run at the 4x2.
No, he did not run on the 4x2, but him run in the regular 60, not the big 60 with the big man them. Him run in the next section, and him win it. He won it, you know. And then Shania Douglas from Holland.
Oh Lord.
She run 36 seconds. Mouchette, yeah. She run 36 seconds indoor in the 300. Them time they are man time.
Yes. I'm considering the time so cold, although inside of the stadium not so cold.
Yeah, inside of the stadium fine. But I tell people all the time, last year a lot of people are cussing me, Sanjay, why you bring the Jamaican athlete them for come run indoor? Now these kids are running indoor like it's them make the track. If you ever see how Smythe and Douglas sit down on the track when they run indoor, when they get to college or when them turn pro and ready for run indoor, it won't be a problem for them. Soup. Soup.
So glad it was successful, man. Glad it was successful. So for the other meet after Penn Relays.
So after Penn Relays, that's the East Coast International Showcase. That said that this is going to be the 5th year, and that meet is already established. And yeah, it's
getting a big sponsor this year.
No. Hopefully the phone start ring. hopefully the phone start ring, but my thing is, we put on, me as an ambassador for the sport, I put on these events to grow the sport, and what the sport of track and field has been going through a lot. Not only on the professional level, high school level, we need more people to get involved with the sport and push the sport forward.
And get involved, that's especially the level that you have gotten involved. Yeah.
And get to the level, yes.
Roger is on, but I don't know. We had some problems with him earlier on, so it looked like problem come back. We're not hearing him.
Yeah. So when I say Gipsy Relays have a shorter schedule, and the Western champs and all those Western schools are affected by track meets. It's not only Hurricane Melissa in Jamaica affecting track meets, but does track on a whole.
Yeah.
You see professional athletes not getting a lot of contracts, and there's not a lot of meets as it used to be. The interest in track is kind of fading, but as I said,
the good thing about it, Sanjay, is that you are doing your part.
Yes.
And I'm appealing more people.
Yeah, man, appealing to former athletes, my former teammates. Don't think about the financial part that you might have to face in the beginning. Start a little thing and give back.
It will grow.
And it's going to grow. Because Roger been here from the start with me, and Roger have seen my growth.
Yes.
You hearing me?
Yeah, man, we're hearing you, Roger. We're hearing you.
Okay. Yeah, Sanjay, go ahead.
Yeah, man. I said I was telling the listeners that you have been there from the start and you have seen the growth.
And he's going to be in this year.
Yes. So New York, what just happened at the New York International Showcase is very indicative of growth, because I was saying to Corey Bennett, the Heidel coach, I said, boy, Corey, I finally make a money.
Well, Sanjay, it's not a lot of time people tell us they make a money, you know. Some people ball from start to finish, you know, man.
Yeah, man. No,
it is good to hear you say make a money.
Yes, yeah, man.
You deserve it, man.
Yeah, man, I deserve it because I've been trying and trying and trying.
Yeah.
But I didn't go.
Because remember, you know, Sanjay,
Yes.
when you started this one, you were losing half of the first one already.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But you know, when you go into any business venture, you know, if you want to be successful, you don't initially think about making money, you know. You think about being successful. And if you are successful, the money would come eventually.
Definitely.
You know? But I felt like I've weathered the storm the first couple of years. You know what I mean? And now I think, you know, we're on the up.
You just want a big sponsor this year now, man.
Yeah, man. I just need a
and it's not late. It's not late. It can still
it's
come.
not. It's not.
But are you surprised though, Sanjay? Because you have been serving up some good rivalries over the past couple of years in terms of, you know, the Jamaican schools versus the American schools, and we are talking about some of the top American high schools, the Bullies and such like that. So are you surprised that why nobody not see it where you are see it?
I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised at all. You know, as I said, you know, in terms of sponsorship and all that type of stuff, it's just the atmosphere of track and field. But something is going to come. Something is going to come eventually.
Sanjay, something is going to come because a few weeks ago in September we met up at a certain place in Japan, you know. So I know something going to go on for you, you know.
Yeah, man. Yes, yes.
We met up at a certain place more than one time. So I know something going to go on, man.
Yeah, man. And even if it don't happen, I'll scale because I've scaled from when I just started. You know, when we just started at East Coast, Roger would tell you, we used to bring everybody.
Yes,
true.
Everybody who call us Sanjay help.
Everybody.
Yeah, man, 10, 15 school. And then we say, well, geez, this I run me too much money. And I start scale until last year, I think I picked the right school them. And then it worked to save some money. Make some money, it work. And as I said, every year I give a little small school a chance. You know, you can't get the big school them all the time. You have to bring a little country school and you give them an opportunity. You know? And yeah, man. Yep. I'm just happy I've been able to contribute so much to my country. And
yeah, man, and congratulations again, man. And
yes, absolutely.
It can only get bigger.
Yes.
So for the showcase, you'll be at the same venue.
Yes, we'll be back at Morgan State University.
Morgan State. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
We'll be at Morgan State University.
And of course, as you know, Sanjay will be there. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks for your continued support.
Yeah, man.
And then just a quick recap from what happened with the Jamaicans this year at the meet. Hydel High School won the girls 4x2, 136.55. Jamaica College ran 125.54. And that is a new national record. That the old national record was 125.63 that was ran by the Jamaica national team in 2017 at the New York City Armory. Kai Kelly from JC won the varsity 60 in 6.97 seconds. Shania Douglas broke the national junior record in the 300 to run 36.18. Joanne Ronaldo Smythe ran 21.18 in the 200 indoor. I think that probably convert to like a 20.7 outdoor. You know, that kid is going to be good at champs also. JC boys, them were spectacular. We had 283 teams, 3,000 athletes. The East Coast International Showcase is going to be the weekend after Pen Relays. That is going to be May 2nd. You know, that's big as usual. And, you know, asking all the Jamaicans in the DMV and, you know, across the diaspora to come out and support the meet in Baltimore at Morgan State.
Bless up yourself.
All right, real quick, Sanjay. Blessings.
Yes,
you know,
yes,
we
Joe,
talk
how you
about
doing?
this all the time. We talk all the time, but
yeah, man,
this was a great meet in indoor, and I'm looking forward to the outdoor because I'm on your team to help with the outdoor.
Sir.
But I just really appreciate this because at the end of the day, the running the indoor does a lot for the Jamaicans who don't run in indoor complex.
Yes.
And it makes it good.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. You know what I'm also surprised about, guys? I forgot to touch on this. You see, when I just came to America and I ran on the indoor track for the first time, it took me like a whole month and a half to adjust,
Yeah,
to run
because of how
indoor.
it is.
Not everybody can run indoor,
Yeah,
but
because
when
it's
I
a
say
different kind of track,
it's
and
a
how it
different
is.
type of track.
Yeah,
When I
Tighter curves, everything.
when I watch Jamaica College running the 4x2 and the man them sit down on the curve, me I say, me I wonder if the YouTube what this generation have. And we never have them thing that 20 years ago,
You can't
These
rule out that
guys-
in a Sanjay.
I think the guys them just look on them phone and watch indoor running and say, oh, I saw we do it.
Them probably can't get the vibration too, so them feel like them actually running on
Them
it.
feel like them running on it because the way the man them look boss. There was no issues for them. Last year before.
Remember, you have them games where you actually like you're flying the plane and you feel like you really are flying the plane between us. So probably them been doing that.
They've been watching. I think them know so them coming to run and they probably just watch some videos and say, okay, all right.
Simulator. They probably use some simulator.
Yeah, man. But the man them look good.
Yeah.
And somebody needs to tell Corey and Bert and them at JC. I know that 4x2 Gibson record is long standing. I think it's probably the longest standing boys sprint relay record at Gibson. They need to consider going after that record with this team.
You mean the same GSC record? GSC have the record, I think.
Is JC have that 4x2 record at Gibson? All I know is that record debut from probably the 90s or 80s.
From
Roger, we pass on the message, man. Well, you're actually passing on the message because Roger is receiving it.
Yeah, Roger.
Yes, sir.
Corey and tell Corey. Are you guys, whoever the statistician is, check out what Gibson Relay 4x2 record is. I think that record is probably 30 odd years now.
Yeah, man. Rudolph Mighty them from them time, them man. And
yes, probably that was 1990 with Mighty 91. JC needs to put that same team together and go after that record. I think that would be a big marketing thing for Gibson this year. Going after that. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Big up yourself, Sanjay, and thanks again for speaking with us. All the best.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Enough respect. I appreciate you guys.
All right, Sanjay. Bless.
All right.
Yeah, man. Take care.
Big up. Yeah, man.
Yeah, talking about Gibson, I think they're having the launch for Gibson later this week. All right, so we are.
Yes, and Gibson will be a condensed event this year as well, as they have been announcing. It is now a 4.5 hour event.
Pure finals here.
Yeah,
all right,
so it's something similar to what happened in the COVID year.
Right. All right, I think we have a caller on the line. Let's check out the caller. Caller, good evening, welcome. Caller? Gone. Caller, you there? I see Ras Andy and the zoo. Ras Andy?
Blessed night, blessed night, blessed night.
Good to hear from you, man. Long time.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm into some radio as well. I'm doing some internet radio.
What?
But of course, my focus is on ganja and the culture. Yeah, but I'm coming for my association, St. Mary Football, in a few. I'm just allowing Pearson and the rest to continue to administrate.
You're waiting for them to come to you?
Pardon me?
You're waiting on them to come to you?
Well, I mean, I've been, since I've last spoken, have you heard anything coming out of St. Mary for football?
Yeah, man, we have a few things. Some competitions were going on, but it looked like everything finished,
Competition. Wow, we in Highgate still trying to get a team into the league. We're still struggling to get a team into the league.
The Premier League?
Not the Premier League, the Major League. There's only one
league
that is played in the parish.
Okay.
You know of another league in the parish?
I thought you were talking about the Premier League. You want to get into the Premier League.
Well, that is the ultimate aim, and that's to get back a team into the Premier League. And with my administration, I know that's a must. There's too much history where football is concerned, not only in Highgate but in the parish.
You need some current stories.
Yeah,
now.
man. I think the parish still, because a lot of our good players, they end up leaving the parish and ending up in like Portland or St. Anne.
Yeah, but for the
Of
most part, Russ and the players are not really playing in communities again. You know, they're playing where the resources are. I mean, if there's a club in Westmoreland that will employ their service, they move to Westmoreland to play, and vice versa. So nobody not focusing and staying in parish anymore.
Well, I agree on that. But as you mentioned, resources, that's the point.
Yeah.
I mean, St. Mary
You need a
has
godfather
so
out
much
there, man.
vast resources, but the resources have not been, properly, sought after. When you look at St. Mary, the airport with so many hotels, and I can name so many businesses in and around. And the parish is struggling. I don't think the parish has a proper sponsor for the major league.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been talking to, some former sponsors and current sponsors, potential sponsors to come on board because they want to see football, being played in a very organized and professional manner.
Well, you don't have any problem with having organized football there. You just need the persons to get involved. I'm sure if you get a good sponsor, things will fall into place because the other things are happening now, but you just need the resources to back it up.
Yes, and that is where leadership comes in, That is where leadership comes in. And everybody knows me when it comes down to certain things. I don't play, If I'm into something, I'm into something. If I'm not, then. But as far as I know, there is a real lack of football leadership in St. Mary as we speak. The leadership is wanting, but I mean, it's so going on. After a while, sometimes some people, the vision becomes blur or something. So it needs other people with a 2020 vision to take the parish, forward. The history is too rich for the parish not to be in the Premier League.
One thing with you, Sandy, stop make nice about your parish,
I love St. Mary. I grew up in St. Mary. I went to St. Cyprian and St. Mary High. And of course, I created the first top team in Highgate, Fraserwood. We were the first team to win the Major League. And then after that, I became president for 4-5. That became a Premier League team. So of course, I love my parish. I love my community. I was a player, and then I took on administration, became GenSec for St. Mary and the Eastern Parish.
Aye.
So I have a love for the brand. I was captain's right hand when it came on to protocol at the stadium.
Don't stop doing the work, Sandy.
No, I can't. It's in my blood, and I give thanks for this opportunity, to be on the #1 station in the world, not just Jamaica,
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, IRIE FM, the #1, #1, it's only one.
And still going strong.
And still going strong, and give thanks to people like you and Roger. You have been doing such a good job, such a wonderful job.
Well, we have to get off now, otherwise we might not don't have that job anymore.
Well, don't worry, man. It's good things, man. Good things we are talking.
Yeah.
Blessed love, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the
Guidance
talk, for the call. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Give thanks.
All right. That's where we have to leave it for tonight, folks. Just want to say thanks to everyone who participated. It was a pleasure being here with you all. I want to say very special thanks to regional cricket commentator Andrew Mason, former West Indies pace bowler Darren Powell. We also had the president of the Jamaica Basketball Association, Paulton Gordon, and we also had the president of Drone Soccer, coach of the Jamaica team. Not calling name wrong this time, Dervan McKellop. Yeah, man. Thanks again, everybody, for being a part of the program. Thanks, very special thanks to the listeners, to the viewers. We look forward to being with you next week, same time, same place. We also want to say thanks to our technical operator, DJ Collision, Peter Broadbaugh, our social media coordinator, Kemar Sharp. Kemar name or Kemar? Well, let me have a
Kemar.
We have a name problem tonight,
Kemar.
It's Kemar Sharp tonight. All right. And let us say thanks also to our producers, Nevada Morgan and Dwight Fraser. All right. So until next week, same time, same place. That's it for tonight. My name is Robert Williams.
And I'm Roger Haspel.
Good evening.